before we get into our passage tonight, I wanted to just take a couple of minutes to talk again about the upcoming COP26 conference that's happening in Glasgow at the beginning of November. For those of you who haven't heard, this is one of the biggest conferences to ever be held in the UK, and certainly it is the biggest conference in Scotland. 197 nations, something like 30,000 delegates, and hundreds of thousands of people coming to Glasgow or to Scotland to protest, to influence, to talk about climate change. And the hope is that the delegates at this conference will be making significant changes in how we operate as countries, particularly in the West, because of the influence, the negative influence we've had on, in particular, the temperature, the overall temperature of the planet, which is causing extreme weather and some significant difficulties particularly for the less fortunate people in our world. And we'll be talking about this more and reflecting on it theologically over October in the morning and evening services. But there are also some great opportunities during the 2 weeks that COP is actually here. There's tons of things going on. There's lots of organisations coming, Christian organisations coming to Glasgow, and a lot of the churches in Glasgow are in particular taking time to pray and to encourage people to get involved where possible. Within Sandyford, we have a couple of really good opportunities. We've partnered with YWAM, Youth with a Mission, and they are sending a team to Glasgow who are going to base themselves out of Sandyford as they go onto the streets to pray around the what's called the Blue Zone, where the SEC is. And to pray for significant change, and to work with other churches as well to pray, but also to do outreach on the streets and to talk to people who have a great passion for creation but don't know yet their creator. And so it's a really great opportunity for us to be involved and they want us to join them where possible in outreach. There's going to be a chance to do some outreach training with them in a couple of weeks' time, and to be part of what they're doing. They're also going to be having a time of worship each morning at Sandyford, and again we're invited to come and to worship and to hear what's going on, even if we can't necessarily get involved. The details are I think for pretty much everyone across the whole of COP are all still being worked out as people try and do their best to work out the best way of managing all the people coming. We don't quite know what it's going to be like in sort of Sandyford and Finniston and York Hill, particularly with things like parking, as so much of the area will be blocked off, and also increased traffic with the expressway closed. So there are still lots of questions. But I believe that this is a great opportunity for us to partner with a wonderful organisation, to work with a whole load of young people who are excited about the gospel and passionate about the environment, to really make a statement within our area and within our city, and to really hope and pray and ask God to move greatly through this conference that will make significant changes that yes will affect us, I am sure, but I am certain can make a significant difference to the most vulnerable people on our planet. So that's really a really exciting opportunity, and we'll be dealing more with that as the weeks come, and there'll be opportunities to sign up to be involved. And even if you can't come and physically be involved, if you're working and you can't come during the day, there'll be a couple of things in the evening you might want to be part of, but also there'll be prayer points on a daily basis that we'll be sending out and just saying, look, please pray. Here's what's happening. Here are the meetings that are happening today. Here are the significant key points. So we'll be doing that as well. In addition to that, we've also done some work with Christian Aid. They have asked us to display their banner. It's a massive banner. It will be on the outside of the church. Again, just as a statement about not just about climate change, but also about God and about faith, and how actually it is because of our faith in God that we and our beliefs about what he believes about the world, and our position in the world because we are Christians, that make us so passionate about climate change and environmental response and these things, because they are important to God and they should be important to us. And we'll also have some folks working who are working with Christian Aid kind of in the building, using us as a bit of an office space away from home. And so some of those folks will be around, and we've got some hopefully opportunity for someone to come and speak to us and give us a bit of a different perspective on climate change and how we think about it, and how we think about our relationship to creation within our relationship to God. I'm really excited about the opportunities here. I'm really hopeful that we can that we can be part of something that's quite significant, and I hope that you can get excited over this coming month. The working group have been working hard to try and do some of this. Hopefully some of you were at the prayer meeting we had a couple of weeks ago, when we took the Wednesday night prayer slot. We started to pray more about this. But this is an opportunity not just to be thinking about environmental things, but actually saying this is something that Jesus thinks is important, and we think Jesus is important in this, and we want to follow him with all our hearts and all our lives, and that includes thinking about how we interact with the world around us. So I hope you can see that this is a great opportunity. I'd love for you to get involved. So let's now turn our thoughts to Hebrews. And what I thought we would do is that we would actually end where we started, and we would re-watch the Bible Project video that gives us an overview of the book of Hebrews. So we'll watch that now, and then we'll get into the last 5 verses of Hebrews.